Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Combiner Wars Cyclonus, and I love this toy. And this is one that I was originally not really excited about. When I first saw this figure, when I first heard about it, I first saw pictures of it or whatever. This guy is a retool of Combiner Wars Superion. Or Silverbolt, rather, not Superion, but Silverbolt, the main piece. And I really wasn't thrilled about the idea of retooled Silverbolt as Cyclonus. I figured, we already have a good Cyclonus in the Classics line or the Universe line. And I didn't really know that I didn't think it was going to work as a retool. I didn't see the purpose of having Cyclonus become a combiner, one that's Galvatron themed at that. The whole idea just really kind of turned me off. But then I saw him in hand and I got to play with him. And I was convinced immediately, this is a really, really cool toy. And I'm really glad that I turned around on it and gave it a chance. And I'm really glad I got it. So if this is one of those figures that you've kind of been on the fence about or hesitant about, watch this review and see if it helps you, baby. I think it deserves getting checked out. So with that said, this figure was originally released in June of 2015, and it's a Voyager class, so it retails for approximately $25. Now, here he is in his jet mode, his futuristic space-looking jet mode that we know from the original G1 cartoon, and I think it's a really good take on that jet. Here in jet mode, he's approximately 8.5 inches long. He's about 2 inches tall because he's got some, he's got some stuff down there on the bottom. And he's got a wingspan of about 6 inches. So he's actually got a pretty good size to him. Paint and detail, I really love the paint on this guy. There's a little gappy right now. I don't think I got him transformed all the way. But yeah, the purple on this guy really, really pops. I love the shade of purple that they gave him. It looks so nice. It looks really good. You got a landing gear down here that's actually retractable. You can pull this guy all the way up if you want to. And you don't even need a landing gear to set him down. You've got two sets of landing gear down here on the bottom. They're just static. They're not real wheels, so it doesn't really roll. But these guys are always out, so that's not going to go away. This one over here on the front, again, same thing. It's static, so it's not going to roll. It's just a fake wheel. But you can use it or you can leave it put away. It doesn't really matter. The figure really stands the same way. Now, as far as weapons go, he did come with this large cannon here, which is the same cannon that Silverbolt came with. And you can attach him to the bottom right here. He's got two ports on the bottom there, so you can attach the cannon down here. And the cannon does have this fake wheel molded to it as well, so it does work as a landing gear as well. Now, with the cannon attached, he's approximately 10 inches long, and I'm not really a fan of that. I'm not really a big fan of just weapons attached to vehicles, usually in cars. Jets are usually forgivable most of the time, but again, that one right there, that's just not working for me. So personally, I just kind of like to leave it out most of the time. So there he is. And yeah, I really, really like it. I think the jet mode looks really, really cool. Now, there is one spot on the transformation here that I know some people are going to have issue with, because there is one minor bit of parts forming with this guy. And we're going to see that right now in the transformation. So we're going to start by taking the nose cone of the jet and just bending it back. There's a double hinge right here. There's a slot, there's a slot right here, and there's a tab right here. So just take this whole thing, bend it all the way back, and tab it right there. Take the sides of the jet right here. These are going to be the arms, so just bring these out. And then take these fins. You can see he's holding these fins with his fist. So you can take these out and then just pop them right into the side of the arms right there. And that's what I was talking about. This counts as parts forming, and I know a lot of people have a real big issue with parts forming. So you can take the wings right here. The wings are war pegged into the side of the arms. So once you move the arms out of the way, you can take the wings. You can fold them all the way back if you want. Oh, I probably should have mentioned these rear stabilizers right here. Fold those out of the way before you fold the wings up. Or if you're like me and you forget to do it, when you fold them up, they'll just fold themselves in. So no big deal there. So you can fold them back all the way. Personally, I like them out a little bit, so I'll bring them back out again once we're in robot mode. Take the legs right here. These are attached to the side of the fuselage right there. So these guys are just going to unpeg from each side, and they're going to rotate all the way down and over. Rotate them to the front so that these gray blocks are facing forward. Now come around the back here. You're going to reach back here and pull the feet out. And they're kind of tight on mine. So there you go. Pull the feet out. Once you pull the foot out, you can take this panel and fold it out of the way there. Take that, fold the panel. Reach in here and get the heel spurs out. And let's see. We're going to need to move the camera back a little bit. Or move the camera up, rather. That's better. And finally, we're going to reach up here and pull the head out. And if I can get it to rotate. Okay. You know, one thing that's really nice on mine, the joints are really, really tight. So as you heard there, that clicks into place. Turn the head around. And there is Cyclonus in robot mode. And I think he looks really nice. Here in robot mode, Cyclonus stands approximately 7 inches tall, which is a very good Voyager size. And again, as you can see in detail, let me just bring the wings out. I just like that. I like the wings out like that. As you can see, he looks just like Cyclonus should look. So I think he looks really, really nice. The detail is good. Again, that purple paint just looks incredible on him. Nice Decepticon symbol there on the chest. You bring him in close, you can see the head on him. Unfortunately, you see, he is not light piped. That's a bit of a shame. But he does have, I don't know if that's coming through on the camera or not. He does have his eyes painted red, and it's a really nice shade of red. Unfortunately, I don't think that's coming through on the camera there. But the eyes are red with a black outline, which looks really, really cool in person. Articulation, you've got a ball joint at the head, so you've got a little bit of up and down, and you got a rotation and just a slight bit of tilt. Unfortunately, the helmet on him doesn't allow for much tilt for him. Universal joints on the shoulders here, so you got in and out, and you got a full rotation. As you can hear, very loud ratchets, nice and tight. You got a rotation at the bicep. You've got a hinge at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, unfortunately. Nothing at the waist. Again, you've got those ratchet universal joints at the hip. So you got in and out. You got forward and backward. Nice, loud ratchets there. You got a rotation at the thigh. And you've got a double hinge at the knee, actually. So good range of movement there. And a little bit of tilt at the feet right there due to transformation. So, yeah, really, really nice. We'll get him standing straight here, and we'll give him his rifle. And so you can take a look here and see what he looks like with his rifle. I think the rifle is a little oversized, but I get what they were going for. Unfortunately, he can't stand with his arms straight down to the sides and hold his rifle. The rifle is just way too long. If you try that, as you can see, the rifle goes down way past his feet. So you have to have him pointing his rifle up, or at least at a little bit of an angle. But I get what they were going for, because this rifle is really kind of designed for the combiner mode. So, and we're going to see that once we get in. I am going to combine him so you can see what the rifle looks like. Now, there is something that I wish they would have done different with the rifle. I'll show you that in combine mode. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, we'll take away his weapon, and we'll get him ready for combine mode. Go ahead and turn the head around and put it back away just the way it was. Actually, let's see. Do I need to? Nah, we go ahead and put it away. I was debating something there. Turn the arms all the way up and over his head, and then straighten those out, just like so. Take the fist right here and just kind of, you see these hinges, just bring the fist up and over just like that. Then we're going to take the legs and we're going to transform them pretty much back to jet mode. So go ahead and take the heels, put those away, flip the feet all the way back around again. Turn them and rotate them back into place. Again, the way that we had them originally with the jet mode. Let's see if we can get this plugged in there nice. Okay. Bring that all the way up again. I just kind of pulled it out of the way for the transformation there. The wings, again, it doesn't really matter what you do. Personally, I like them open. But just to show off, I should probably show this off. There is a slot on the top of the wing there. And there is a little bit of an edge here. And that is designed to have the wings nestled in there so that they'll stay in place. And then later in combine mode, you can use these ports here to put the weapon away in. But I don't actually do that. I'm going to show you what I do, which I think is really cool. take these blocks right here on the side. These guys are going to open up and rotate all the way down. And that's going to reveal your combiner ports for the shoulders. We'll take the chest right here. We're going to open this up. Come on. And this is why I was debating putting the head away a minute ago. Because sometimes it's easier to just reach into the head cavity like so and just kind of push just like that and then put the head away. So that's what I was debating a second ago. So anyway, so we got this piece open. So this whole thing is going to rotate up and over. And then there's a tab here. This is going to go into this slot back there behind the neck. And that's going to pop into place right there. Take the, where this Decepticon symbol is at, this whole panel is going to flip up and over, just like so. And then these two panels on the chest are going to unpeg from the sides of the torso. They're on a double hinge right there. And they're going to come into the middle and snap together and close up that gap on his chest. And now we've got, once I get this pegged into place, we have the torso for Galvatronus, which is going to be our combiner. Again, this is one that I really didn't know, because I don't really follow the comic books, so I didn't really understand what the point of this was. And why Galvatron is only a combiner, or why Cyclonus, rather, is a combiner that turns into a Galvatron-looking combiner. I didn't get any of this, but this looks so cool. Check out the head on this guy. This is Galvatron all the way. The head is Galvatron. You got the chest piece. You got the little red squares there. You got the little this little piece, red piece down there. This is Galvatron, and he looks really, really cool. Now, what I like to do is I like to combine him with my Combaticons. I think he looks really nice with these guys. So we'll go ahead and get these guys combined. And, I know that he is supposedly designed to combine with other guys. But, again, we're into Combiner Wars. We're into that whole Scramble City thing, just like we did back in the G1 days. So it's really kind of your decision. You can combine this guy with anyone you want. I'm definitely going to want to bring this camera up just a little higher. So let's try that. That looks better. Let's see. Finally, bring in the arms. These guys are going to pop in right in here. And I just think this works really well for Galvatronus here. Rather than, I think he was designed to go with like some of the Stunticons and some of the Autobots or whatever. But I like this. I think that looks really, really nice. Galvatronus combined with the Combaticons, I think looks super, super cool. Here in combined mode, Galvatronus is approximately 11 inches tall. And as far as articulation goes, again, the same articulation that we've been getting with all these Combiner Wars. It's going to be the joints on the individual figures are going to be the giant robots articulation. And if you saw my Superion review, this is going to be pretty much the same. As far as the head goes, you got a rotation at the head. And then you've got your combiner ports that are going to act as a universal joint for the shoulders. So forward and back, you've got a full rotation, and you got an in and out. The waist of Vortex is going to become a rotation at the bicep. The knees are going to become his elbow. And the fists are pegged in, so you can rotate the fist. The fingers go in and out, and the thumb is articulated. The thighs here, or the hips rather, these are the same hips that Silverbolt or the Aerobots have. So you've got a universal ratchet, so forward, backwards, in and out, and you've got a rotation right there at the top of the thigh. The combination pegs are going to become a D, and it's also going to give you a rotation at the knee, just like so. And the feet are pegged in, so they are going to rotate as well. So there you go. Now, here's one thing that I like to do, and I kind of wish they would have done something different with this rifle. As I mentioned before, you can take the rifle and you can peg it back here to put it away. And I kind of like to open the wings up also. I think that kind of looks cool with Galvatronus, just having the wings open like that. That's just me. But let's see. You can pick whichever one you want. I think that looks good. I think either way looks good. So it's really up to you. Now, you can take this rifle here and you can peg him on the side of the arm for Galvatronus. And this works either way, whether you're using Vortex or Blast Off, because you see you've got these ports on the sides here. So what I like to do is I like to take the this front peg right here and peg it right into the side of the wing right there. And there you go. So now you've got a Galvatronus with a proper rifle, or a cannon rather, attached to the side of his arm right there, which I think looks awesome. However, I really do kind of wish that they would have given us kind of like a purple cannon, or a purple barrel, not purple, sorry, an orange barrel. I wish they would have retooled this, make it maybe a little fatter, give us a bit of a wider barrel, and paint it in orange. That would have looked so good with this combiner. But as it is, look at him. He looks fantastic. Again, I am really, really glad that I got this figure. This was one that I was not going to get. I wasn't crazy about it. I didn't really think I liked the idea of it at all when I first saw pictures of it or whatever. Once I got it in hand and I got a chance to play with it, I was convinced. And so it really does deserve checked out. This is a very, very fun figure. So I think with that, we're pretty much done with Transformers Combiner Wars Cyclonus and, Galvatronus right here. What did you think of this figure, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and share it with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.